So, how to avail international RMG market opportunities? So, a lot of opportunities are there in the international market. How, as a merchandiser, you will avail this facility? How you will avail this facility? So, we are going to discuss about the way of internationalization, way of reaching to the international market. Market. So, number one in recent time is Yunusonomics. Yunusonomics means economic policy of Professor Yunus. Economic policy, economic wisdom, economic flavor of Professor Yunus is referred to as the Yunusonomics. And he is the greatest political economist ever in the world. In the world history, he is the greatest economist and political economist, because he has a good experience of all over the world. And his world of three zeros, the world free of three zeros. It is also his idea and book. And three zeros means zero poverty, zero unemployment, zero net carbon emissions. So Professor Yunusonomics is not only helping poverty alleviation or unemployment-free economy, he is also concerned about the environmental concern, zero carbon, net carbon emissions. This is also Professor Yunus' book. So he is not only the political economist, he is also environmental economist. He is also labor economist. Unemployment and poverty is related with the labor economics. And Professor Yunus is also very popular for his social business. Social business means what? In a social business, the investors, owners can gradually recoup the money invested. That means if you invest in money, you can take the invested money back, but cannot take any dividend beyond that point. So you cannot take the profit from the company. Purpose of the investment is purely to achieve one or more social objectives through the operation of the company. No personal gain is desired by the investor. That means in garments business, Professor Yunus invited every entrepreneur, every industrialist to set up a new business in their hometown. Say, for example, Standard Group is originated in Shirazganj, so they will introduce a new business there in Shirazganj. When they will introduce a new business there in Shirazganj, the capital will be supplied by Standard Group. But the business will generate employment, the business will earn money, the business will grow, the business will again set up more factories. The owner, Standard Group, cannot take back the profit from the company. What is the objective of profit? The profit will be reinvested in the business. The business will grow, and the business will continue to grow forever. So the Shirazganj district or the city will be developed. It is the objective of his social business, and he ultimately is now giving lectures on social business all over the world. So Professor Yunus is the right person for industrial development here in Bangladesh, including textile industry. So what we have to do, we have to avail this opportunity from Professor Yunus. So all textile engineers, all the textile professionals, merchandisers, workers, everybody should support Professor Yunus. And how you will avail opportunities? You will avail opportunities from the Trump Tariff. Somebody was talking that Trump Tariff is not in favor of Bangladesh. 37% will jeopardize or destroy our industry. I already given a lecture that Trump tariff is not a problem for Bangladesh. Trump tariff is problem for China. Trump tariff is problem for Vietnam. Trump tariff is problem for, you know, Cambodia. Trump tariff is problematic for Sri Lanka. And it is not the problem for Bangladesh because 37% is not more than 40%.
Sir, Trump
Cambodia,
traffic, sir, Trump traffic problem for Indonesia,
Trump tariff is Indonesians rate and Bangladeshi rate is almost
same.
same. So
So Bangladesh is
we
the
will enjoy the same facility. The same burden will fall on Bangladesh and Indonesia. There are some benefits. Say, for example, Singapore 10%, Brazil 10%. What you will do, you will make relationship with Brazil. You will make partnership with Singaporean businessmen so that you can send your goods at 10%. So there are a lot of opportunities waiting for you because of this Trump trip. Trump is ultimately trying to control China, not the other rest of the world. Rest of the world. And Trump trade, that means 37%. 37% is not Bangladeshi product. 37% is import product, import tariff. Import tariff means that we are selling our product at FOB, free on board. So up to free on board, there is no changes. The additional tariff will be charged on the goods that will entry into the American market. So it is not our headache. It is the headache of the American consumers. American consumers will pay more 37% to buy the product. But we are selling at the same rate. Same rate. Maybe you are thinking that then the buyers will move to the other countries. Where is the alternative? Show me the alternative. There is no alternative. If 40% for Cambodia, 40% for Vietnam, so they cannot go to the Vietnam because our rate is 37%. Vietnam is disadvantageous in disadvantageous position. So we have huge opportunities and US China trade war. Invite FDI in Bangladesh from Chinese companies. So our Yunusonomics, Professor Yunus can invite FDI from China and he is trying to do that. Because total textile and apparel imports in the United States from China is 26 billion. So this 26 billion is now under 145% additional tax. That means the buyers who were buying product from China will not buy the product from China because 145% extra payment or extra tax will be added with the product. So the buyers will relocate their sourcing. Bangladesh is the option. Bangladesh, if Bangladeshi investors,
দশটা হইলো
if
গান
Bangladeshi people can invite Chinese manufacturer to set up factories here in Bangladesh, we can achieve the efficiency. And at the same time, companies, American companies are also trying to relocate their factories in China. That means there are, say for example, Apple. Apple has their original factory, iPhone manufacturing factory in China. So as there is a provision of 145% tax. So what the US companies will do, they will relocate their factories. China is known as the world factories. They will relocate their factories. So if we can tap the opportunities from American companies, the American companies will come to Bangladesh and set up new factories. So we have a lot of opportunities for the business development, including textile business. US companies will buy this $26 billion. That means that we are buying from China, equivalent garments from other suppliers. So look into the issue. It seems that our order is going to increase very soon. Our order is going to increase very soon. And how you can avail the opportunity? You can avail the opportunity by exporting. Exporting, taking goods that were produced within a country's home country and shipping them to another country. The party sending the goods is called the exporter. So at this moment we are exporting, isn't it? So we have to think for the other way of availing the opportunity. What is the other way? Number two is outsourcing and offshoring. What is outsourcing? আউটসোর্সিং এখন আমরা যে গার্মেন্টস আপনাদের অর্ডার আরেক ফ্যাক্টরি থেকে আউটসোর্সিং করেন আই এম নট টকিং অ্যাবাউট দি আউটসোর্সিং দিস আউটসোর্সিং ইজ international outsourcing. China will outsource from Bangladesh and they will ship the product from Bangladesh. This is outsourcing. Outsourcing contracts out a business process to another party may include either or both foreign and domestic contracting. That means the outsourcing you are doing is domestic. Now you have to look into the foreign outsourcing. So foreign outsourcing means that you will invite Chinese manufacturers to outsource garments from Bangladesh and you will ship the goods. There is a port of shipment and port of discharge. When you will use the port of shipment Bangladesh, that means the product is going from Bangladesh at 10% tariff. So you, the merchandisers, will try to outsource and try to maintain good relationship with the Chinese sellers. Offshoring is the relocation of business process from one country to another country. That means you can avail the offshoring facility. So outsourcing and offshoring, both outsourcing and offshoring strategies, companies use to lower their export costs. And then the another way is licensing. Licensing means that you will use the license of another company. For using the license of the another company, you will give some benefits or fee, licensing fee. In a licensing agreement, the licensor agrees to let someone else, the licensees, use the property of the licensor in exchange of a fee. License agreements usually cover property that is intangible, such as the trademarks, images, patents, and production techniques. That means there is an opportunity to use the license. The license may come from United States, or you can take the licensing opportunity from the Chinese manufacturers. Franchising, you can also make a franchising agreement. In a franchising agreement, a party franchisee acquires access to the knowledge, process, and trademarks of a business, the franchisor, in order to sell a product or service under the business name. So that means maybe H&M. If you made an agreement with H&M, franchising agreement, the factory will be in H&M's name. In exchange for the franchise usually pays the franchisor both initial and annual fees. So there is an option. There is option. Say for example, KFC in Bangladesh have franchising agreement with KFC America. So franchising is an option that the garments manufacturers, the garments businessmen, the merchandisers can use to tap the opportunities. Then FDI, the BIDA, Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, Mr. Ashik Chaudhary, maybe you have heard the name. He is trying to invite foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment opportunities are creating. It is the right moment, right time to invite investment. There is no political government. There is no politics. There is no bureaucracy. So the investors are coming. At the same time, Trump tariff is jeopardizing the total global economy. So many people will relocate their business. American will relocate their business from China. China will relocate their own facilities to other countries where the tax facility is available. So FDI or foreign direct investments means the foreign country will directly invest in a host country. Host country. Most intensive approach to risk global market. FDI can take one of the two forms, greenfield ventures or mergers or acquisition. They can merger. Merger means they can merge two companies here. Their company and Bangladeshi company can start merging, or the company enters a foreign market and establish a new subsidiary as a setup business. That means greenfield, new business. Totally BMW manufacturing plant in South Carolina. So greenfield means new and merger means merging with another company. So they can also set up a new factory here in Bangladesh, or they can merge or buy any factory here in Bangladesh. Acquisition means buying. Buy or merger means the ownership of the Bangladeshi company and the ownership of the American company will combine together, and both the company owners will be the owners of the new business. And in acquisition, one party will abolish and another party will buy the total company. It is known as acquisition. So you can enter, you can use foreign direct investment, you can avail the greenfield ventures, merger acquisitions. The international community is waiting to invest here in Bangladesh because there are a lot of opportunities and international trade reforms are there. And joint ventures, you can also start joint ventures. A joint venture establish a new business that is owned by two or more otherwise independent business. Here in merger, they are becoming one company. But in joint venture, two separate company will start a new venture. Maybe H&M and VLTX, two different company. They can start a new venture. The name of the venture may be H&M VLTX Garments Limited, RMG Factory Limited. So it is known as the joint venture. So you have the opportunity to start joint venture here in Bangladesh because the Chinese people are interested now. The most common joint ventures involve two companies that are equal partners in the new firm, investing money and resources while sharing control of the newly formed firm. Often, the foreign partner provides expertise on the new market, business connections, and networks, and access to other in country aspects of business, such as real estate, regulatory compliance. Here in Bangladesh, there is a huge opportunity of joint venture because of the new political and economic system. You can enter to international market by strategic alliance. Strategic alliance means that a strategic alliance is formed between two or more corporations, each based in their home country for a specific period of time. Say, for example, for 10 years, they will set up a new company. Unlike a joint venture, a new company is not formed. Generally, strategic alliances are pursued when business find that they have gained all they can from exporting and they want to expand into a new geographical market or a related business. That means they will create a alliance for a specific period of time. Say, for example, for 2 years, they will observe whether Trump tariff is going over or still continuing its existence. Or Professor Mr. Trump will continue his office for 4 years. So many companies will make a strategic alliance for 4 years. They'll oversee what is happening after President Trump's era. So strategic alliance is also another opportunity. And you can also avail the opportunity by forming a multinational corporation. Multinational corporation means that totally FDI, foreign direct investment, you are investing in another country. Many corporations will be multinational. Many Chinese companies now will be multinational because they need to invest in other countries by owning the host country's business. Host country's business. So there are several ways to avail the international RMG opportunities. The opportunities are created, number one, by Mr. Trump's tariff, and number two is by